It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Tempest Brewing Company and it's a bottle of their double chuck 4-grain Imperial Oyster Stout coming in at 11% ABV. There's a look at the bottle cap. There's a look at the label. The beer is available from imperialbeerclub.com. Check them out in the description box below the video. Lovely company, 10 beers for around between £42 and £45 a month, but you get some great beers like what this could very well be. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Nice. Oh, look at this, look at this. Nice bit of smoke on the opening, but you could see it was, I don't know, it fainted exploding. It almost wanted to kind of just go bang out of the bottle, but it decided not to, and it moved slowly. And okay, I don't mind that. As long as you can open it and you can see that happening, you can grab your glass quick and fill it up. No problems there then. So we have a jet black beer in the glass, a very, very, very small, it's not even a one finger head, it's a tiny slick head round the side of the glass. Nice levels of carbonation. There's no light bleeding into this glass whatsoever, so it's a big, dark, black beer. Aroma then. Ooh. Pipe tobacco smoke. A very, very smoky beer, this one. Yes, you get your chocolate, coffee, caramel flavours coming through in the aroma, but a distinct smoky aroma too. Here we are. Brewed using fresh Lindisfarne oysters and smoked paprika. This rich and decadent beer celebrates the traditional marriage of oysters and stout. Fantastic. It smells great. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh wow. Blimey. Really, really. Now I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. When it comes to food, I'm not basic, but I don't think I've ever kind of bought paprika to put into my food. I've had it in crisps. I'm not that basic, I promise you. But I do get the paprika in the beer. It's just hanging around here on the palate. Just there on the palate. But smoky paprika. It's not barrel-aged smokiness. It's not peated smokiness. It's very close to being peated smokiness. It really is. I think if I didn't read the label, then I would probably be saying that it was probably a peated whiskey smoked beer. But now I've read the label, I know it's peated, but smoked paprika. Not peat. It's surprisingly dense as well. When the head dissipated on the beer when I poured it out, there was a feeling in my mind that it was going to be thin, because generally when you pour out an Imperial Stout and the head just doesn't develop at all, then it's a sign that it's quite a thin Imperial Stout. But it's not. It's not that either. It's got a nice, rich, dense mouthfeel. And it's got a nice tickle of carbonation as well. I've also never eaten oysters, so you know, because they live in the sea, I imagine they would taste a bit fishy, yeah, a bit like fish. I don't get any fish flavour in this beer whatsoever. I don't get any of that oyster flavour. Maybe some of you do. Maybe they add the oysters to add mouthfeel or something else. But I don't really get any of that oyster. And that is only probably because I've never tasted oyster before. There's a berry fruit on the back end. It's like plummy, figgy, raisiny back end. It's quite vinous as well. It's a wonderful beer, and at 11% ABV, I don't think you would guess at it. You get a little bit of an alcohol warming down into the pit of the stomach, but other than that, it's a rich, dense Imperial Stout with chocolate coffee and caramel flavours. The roasted malts shine. The smoked paprika definitely shines. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right. And this beer has really made me think. It's not been one of these beers where you can probably tell when I'm fluffing out my review, I'm kind of going, carbonation on the palate and whatever. You know, you can probably tell when I'm fluffing out a review just to add a couple of more seconds to the review. I don't mind saying that, because there's some beers that I could switch the camera off after 2 minutes and be done with it. But this has really got me thinking. This one. And my end result is that I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And I like the fact that a beer is still challenging me today in terms of getting out most of the flavours for you guys to so I can explain it to you. That's what I'm here for. There's vanilla, plum, raisin, chocolate coffee caramel, paprika. It's a beautiful beer. Let's rate it. Tempest Brewing Company's Double Chuck 4-grain Imperial Oyster Stout at 11% ABV. For me, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from me, Low Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.